0.06 rating across the play-in.
Hades versus ENCE.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do versus his old team. That's right, the old team. Now, luckily, you know, it's not like Hades has fallen off of the face of the earth. He's actually bounced back with a fully Polish roster, leading the charge, taking that experience he gained elsewhere, and looking to make it work. This game brought to you by ENCE and JRaz on the 1s and 2s and 10s. Snappy. He's dead fast. Poor guy gets blasted away by Goofy. Diha's dual Berettas. Ready for the push over top, but it gets a little crazy. Sampaio going to chase down Minho, who's got the bomb, who's got a teammate now coming up the B ramp, and who gets the headshot. Nice kill. Taking down Sampaio. Nerds sees one in the background. That's Hades dead. There's more Berettas where the first pair came from. Nerds is going to have to piece together the 1v2. Shots in the background. Knows both players' positions. And Kylar's trying to mess with him. Fresh mag needed. Nert's getting pinched. Trying to section off the fights best he can, but that pillar ain't much.
Minho has been someone who, well, he's been under a lot of criticism for sure, individually. As a team, of course, ENCE have really carved out a place for themselves. But I think at this event, we've seen some great maps out of Minho. Just want to say that to note for the series, because I think he's been really carrying his weight as a player as well as a caller for the team. So now we'll see what will happen. I mean, there's so much to find out about this series. This map, the next map, I mean, I don't think anything's a given. Some series I'm like, oh, they're going to trade their map pick. Some series I'm like, they're going to take it. It's going to be 2-0. I don't have that expectation for this one at all. If this goes 90 rounds, I believe it.
Okay.
I really believe it.
Sure, yeah. I think it's a great first opponent for 9 as well. Somebody within arm's reach.
Yeah.
And somebody coming in cold. Didn't have a previous event to warm up. Didn't show up at the play-in. Although also didn't make any roster changes and finished the last season incredibly strong. Arguably at a peak. Diha's frag goes beyond Kai, who's cleared out the elevator swiftly. It is a incredibly clean conversion. 2-0 with 5 alive. 9 having fun.
Yeah, Minho versus Liquid had by far the highest ADR, a 1.20 rating over that series. You know, his event history is sort of this sea of red, and that's understandable and can be accounted for. But you know, to see what he's done so far at this stage, it's like, okay, well maybe he can actually just be a solid individual too. And, you know, with players like him and some of the other IGLs in the scene, if it gets that bad, you know, that can just be the reason that you lose, unfortunately. So that's also another kind of advantage outside of the veto in the series, Minho's recent form.
Well, Snappy, an in-game leader who can frag more than some of the others. Finds that P250 pickup down the ramp. Gets majority of ENCE's players moving. But ENCE, well, good thing they stick around towards A, because 9 are sizing up the ramp now. Is that a boost? Yes, it is.
No timing on it, though.
Nah, hasn't popped up yet. And, oof, clean second one. Snappy has his head popped from behind. Diha looks to run over with the USPs. You ain't going to get much done here. 9 have already earned that 3-0 start in the last round. So they'll take the fruits of their labor.
Man, barely any kills on the board here for ENCE into round 3. So clean as you could ask for here for 9. I don't think Hades wants to necessarily take revenge on his old team or any story like that.
No.
He does get replaced, but I think it was, you know, full respect from Snappy and talking about it, how good he was as a teammate and everything. You know, I think the only point of criticism he really put out there was that Hades got down on himself sometimes. And Hades, I'm sure, conversely, I'm sure there's mutual respect across the table where I'm sure Hades talking about Snappy would say it was a great experience to play on ENCE under Snappy. I mean, does Hades have an opportunity to become this player without playing on a team like ENCE before? Probably not. So that part's cool. But winning would, you know, it would be his Splinter moment. You know what I mean?
He'd take it. He wouldn't complain. He could even offer ENCE a shoulder to cry
Maybe
on.
Snappy would even be proud of him.
Nice nade. That one's for the pedestrians down below. Madden's going to have to be careful here. Kai's already ahead of the smoke. Knows about it. Frag should find him. Ooh, only 5 damage. He'll take that.
Yeah, I think he threw that one a little hard. I don't know. Or I guess he got out of sandbags. Maybe that was it. Well, a lot of progress is being made here on the ramp. Very quickly. We do have a good amount of retake utility here for ENCE, but, you know, try to avoid retakes if you can.
No molly for him.
And the re-aggro to sandbags, that might catch them off guard.
They can't clear this. They've got to keep eyes on it. Madden will be given a phenomenal moment to strike.
No, listen, they have time on their side.
They're looking.
They're looking.
They don't want to fall victim to it, but they do. Good dink damage. Sunpius also peels Minio off the plate. Snappy regains vision, and they clean up.
Ooh.
Nice and easy. Majority alive for ENCE. Got a little scary with those flashes. Snappy standing in the open, everybody blind, but he recovers. And ENCE begin their CT side.
Yeah, the flash sort of went both ways, so that could have been capitalized on by either team. And there was definitely a moment there. And Nine got a lot of things in place, but they didn't get sandbags control. They didn't get the 5v4 they wanted before this attack comes in. Like, think about this round if you can't stand sandbags and how much of attention could have been face forward onto the site. So they'll try again and again. Clean anti-eco, so lots of money left.
Ooh, Sunpius, though, just loses the op duel. Tries to take the peek down shelf.
I think Snappy just whispered, "I miss you."
If there's anybody that I think, you know, Hades is going to want to outdo,
Yeah.
it's got to be his direct replacement, and Kai is sharp. Ertz tries to slide in along the yellow wall with Snappy. This has got to have to be the last line of defense. It's the only line of defense. Kylar sizing up the B side as well, so there's pressure on both halves of the map. Shadow advantage, not enough. Oh, and then perfectly timed tether with the peek up short. This is flawless.
You can't start slow versus 9 right now. Because you know what? They kind of started slow in the play-in. You know what I mean? But now they're moving fast.
D-Hill bring it back with 1, but it's too little too late. And a reset immediately versus ENCE, definitely not something that they want to have to deal with. 9 are trying to make an argument for themselves as the best Vertigo team in the world. Hades says that's what they are. They still believe they are.
That's good. They definitely had a record to sort of back it up for a while. I mean, yeah, a lot of the newer teams really take Vertigo seriously and try to make that a place to take their fights versus some of the top opposition. And lots of people were learning for 9 back in, you know, March, April, May into the major for sure. Just because it's an anti-eco, I just want to say Cloud9 Fnatic 14-14, actually 15-14 Fnatic.
Fnatic,
if they kill Electronic right now.
Oh my goodness.
Which they did.
Well, we've had some good overtime map 3s, so maybe that's another one. This first map, not even looking close. Sunpius drops Minio. M4 for D-Hub. He is here. Everybody's here for ENCE. Trying to pressure into ramp. Bomb will be scooped up soon enough. And 9 can head elsewhere, but ENCE try to get ahead of that. Rotating noisily, though, and that just enables 9 to start walking back. Man, walking on Vertigo is overpowered.
It is.
I think we should attach bells to everybody's shoes.
Yeah. I like that idea.
This map's meta with walking enabled is weird. Good angle from Sunpius. Throws a wrench in the works here. Aubrey in the background. D-Hood dies on the rotate, so that's 1 gun down. And Snappy's still so far removed. But, you know, Sunpius, he's stuck in. He can't go anywhere. He's going to have to fight his way out. Interrupting the bomb plants will seem impossible, but they're actually going to throw somebody forward. I like that. Drop the bomb, take the flash, take the gunfight, and take your 5th round.
Quick update, Connor. Fnatic have won.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. It's going in overtime.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you do that like that? How's Shiro doing? Top of the damn
Yeah,
charts.
you know he's always fragging.
He's doing what he does.
All right.
Boo-boo.
So we've got a brilliant start here for 9, and will it slow down is the question. I mean, they are playing fundamentally sound CS here on Vertigo. The opening kills are looking good. People are sharp. ENCE rubbing the crust out of their eyes here as they get started in Cologne. Damn, why are these guys trying so hard, man? I just got here.
At least nobody's dead in the first 30 seconds of ramp control. That's been a problem for ENCE a couple of these rounds already. So, dodging an early demise. Leans the second player into the B site sooner. And even in that last round, we still had Kylar pressuring top B ramp. You know, 9, I think, showing their ability on Vertigo by keeping so many options open, working the map control, doing it all quietly. The best Vertigo teams are the quiet Vertigo teams.
Mm-hmm. Real G's and all that.
A players start to pull back. Some Pius running over. Starting to make sound on that ramp. Here's the full-blown execute.
They really want to fight like this?
Kylar's on the charge. Snappy goes down with nothing. Oh my god, they're getting smoked.
Didn't that look... Oh! I mean, oh. That didn't look good for ENCE though, right? Like, did they really want to fight in the site like that with the one boost holding on short with the ramp attack coming in? No Sam.
They're seizing this opportunity with 2 hands. ENCE is going to have to throw something back. They even want the respect of 9. This T-side's tearing them up. Get aggressive down the B stairs. MP9 falls back on 30 health. Nino tries to chase it. I do feel like at the start of this season, we all kind of forgot about where 9 was at one point in 2023 because of their disappointing Paris major run.
They were my 3-0 pick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As in, you knew they could stomp, but
Yeah,
you
just
also
to
know
speak
they
to the
can
confidence.
implode, yeah.
Yeah, they could have imploded, but I did have, it's sort of like a 70% confidence type of thing, right? And so I think that speaks more to how many people I think thought they're going to be a force at the major. I mean, I think I thought they would be top 8. I thought they would make top 8, actually.
I had them for playoffs.
That was my prediction before the major started, so they had a reputation for sure.
But then Kai has a struggle when transitioning into LAN events that doesn't seem to be bogging him down too badly here. It's a massive uptick in Kylar. And Goofy is always this like...
Oh my god.
Look, I mean, just the fact that Kai is in this position.
Is this going to get cleared properly?
No. Nurse runs over. Oh! Goofy peeks, blows both of them away.
Oh. Okay.
I think 9 are the best Vertigo team in history.
In history. Even over 2020 Cloud9?
Well.
Let's
not
one example here.
That was online CS, when footsteps mattered even more.
Gambit Vertigo was crazy.
Yeah, Gambit youngsters, dude. That's how they made a name for themselves when they started finally getting chances versus the top tier.
Vertigo.
We are 8 rounds in.
You know, it makes sense, because Vertigo is sort of like a workshop.
Okay.
It's like not finished yet.
It is a construction site, quite literally.
Like these teams coming up.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
So they feel it is on ENCE. For not to. Some of these instant kills in ramp have been scary. There's a mid player already up, plus the ramp frags happening. That mid player is going over construction. Mino has charged through. We come off of a pause and it's just done. It's done at a minute 30. They had evacuated the B site. Sunpius pulled back because of the kill on A.
Dude.
He has forfeited control of the site as if he never even loved it.
And literally a brand new attack here at a brand new pace as well. Splitting up to both sides. Oh! That's what you love to see on Vertigo T sides. That's huge. Did you, in your mind, did you think it was possible that it could be a stomp?
No.
For 9?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I think I was mentally sort of ready for all of the possibilities. Like, that's how unclear this was to me. So
I thought they could squeak through on Vertigo.
squeak through on Vertigo.
No, okay. On Vertigo, I give him like 70-30.
Okay, yeah. That's more than a squeak.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I thought the rounds would be tight. But this is nothing tight.
Oh.
It's just loose. ENCE, they've got 9 running all over them. 9 have taken their shirts off. They're running outdoors through the rain barefoot, skipping and hopping.
Maybe it's to ENCE's benefit they played their map next.
I think it is. Kai just wrecking mad. And Minho just, dude, he cut through middle so quickly.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And now it's back into a busted butt. Where have the last 9 rounds gone?
9, you say?
Where are they?
9.
When did they happen? I feel like Pistol just finished. Now 9 are going to charge it up.
Okay.
MP9 damage from Diha is not insignificant.
All right.
Perhaps a round like this is something ENCE need to steal back. Again, wounding them. Sunpius catching Kylar on the cross.
Oh, come
Minho's going to
on.
add a little X factor on this. Little sauce. Little secret sauce.
Oh, Minho!
Nerds
Dude.
getting slathered. ENCE getting battered.
What if Minho has a good week, not just a good day?
I will believe it when I see it. 11-2 right now, so it's a phenomenal series thus far. Hades is holding off on the flank for the time being. No rush. No rush at all.
Oh. Cloud9 are 1 player perfecto away from getting losing.
From being dropped by their sponsor. Like Snappy just got dropped by Hades. Up to the flank. Just when you thought maybe these lesser weapons were going to pull it off. Sunpius 1v2. Finds the free one. Minho playing around with nades, and Sunpius is going to just crank that dial, but he swapped out to an MP9 from an off. I don't know if he really wants that at the end of the day. So with no kit, he switches back to an AWP, but again, no kit.
Yeah.
And so that one, he could have gone for a deeper peek if he didn't have to double back for the gun, but he has to just swallow his pride and save.
And Hades going, huh? You know.
Hades shrugging off his ex-teammates like they're chumps.
Said this is, well, that was definitely not his ex-teammate, but
The rest of them.
his mortal enemy, his successor. But a guy he's maybe never met, all the same. And a guy who might love him. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
What if Sunpius loves him?
I don't think you should love strangers. Don't love somebody until you get to know them. Don't put people on a pedestal.
You don't have love for everyone?
No. No, I don't. I mean, maybe on like a certain base level as human beings, I can empathize with their emotions and whatnot. But
Okay.
if you fraggers of this map, that's how good 9 are at Vertigo. Their support structure is on top. And Kai is not going to fall for your shenanigans, Snappy. Get out of here. How many times are we going to watch 9 get an opening pick inside of this ramp in like the first 10 seconds? The answer to that question is as many times as 9 choose. 11th round of the game, and we have had very little to talk about for ENCE.
Madden's 1-10. D-Haas 3-9. Nerds is 2-9.
Got that ring rust. Rustier than the Tin Man.
Make no mistake, you could watch this series and next map, this result would have nothing to do with that when we get over to Nuke. Could be literally the same scoreline with ENCE on top and no one would blink. But for the moment, it feels like nothing could stop 9.
A great testament to their skill ceiling. Our analyst desk kind of unpacking the weaknesses in their map pool, but no questions about Vertigo, we can tell you that much. A couple more maps to this quality. We got a hell of a contender, but Hades best Sunpius again. Goofy
Spotted.
has already got it up into the bomb site. Madden may hold off on short for now.
Oh!
Very critical second. Goes back for third servings. 9 seconds to the clock. Diha gets a double kill.
Okay.
But now we've got Hades in a clutch. And Diha comes through with all 3.
Bro.
Nertz not even needed. If not
No
for
way.
Madden and Diha, though, ENCE still stuck on one.
That was beast mode rifling. No way they just pulled that off. The fact that I don't even know how you win on that angle with red health on short being swung on. You're supposed to be dead 10 times out of 10, not just 9.
You hit the headshots,
That
that's
was
all.
Yeah, it was a sick. You just pre-fired it, right opportunity into the head. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, lad.
Not bad at all. First timeout called out by 9. We're in Cologne, Germany. It's in the name.
Burping during your pull-ups?
Here we go. Oh, you're dead.
You're
You're
dead.
nothing. You're nothing in the face of this opera, baby. Hades.
God of death.
Killer of all.
God of the underworld.
Diha had a beautiful triple kill in the last round. Snappy's got something to say. Nertz is getting pieced up like a Mr. Potato Head. Flashbangs and utility make that discomfort on the B site clear. Snappy decides to take it down ramp. Oh, but Minio is not missing.
IGL.
I mean, instant headshots. Sit him down.
It's a big thing, bro. If you look at Minio, like, he's been doing this. Something's different for him. Maybe it's the sparkling water, but he is taken to the atmosphere right now. He's taken to the circumstances. He's stepping up, way up.
All the way up.
All the way up. If you want to get to Minio, you're going to need a ladder that's forever.
Well, he's dead now.
Okay.
Madden's lucky enough to find him with his back turned. Kylar's mid flank. See, but look, they're running that rotate. And Kylar, he's a creepy boy.
Yeah.
A creepy crawler with 8 legs.
And they're gone. Or are they?
Is not. One stays. Hades flanks as if you think you have a chance to get over to that B site. Yes, the bomb is coming. Yes, Kylar is deep already, but Hades is creeping around behind you.
Oh, he's opping you in the back.
Shot in the spine. Sunpius cannot kill his counterpart. Hades is a beast.
Yeah, he is a beast. He's here to make ENCE proud.
What's happening?
They're owning.
Are they really the best Vertigo team in the world?
You said it already.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't say it with total belief. I said it as a presenter,
Like
not a
joking.
believer.
Okay.
You know? I offered it.
You said in history.
I offered it as information, as a possibility, but now I see it as a truth.
Interesting.
Capital T. Look at those needs, dude. Snappy's down to 20 health. Madden's dead again. I don't think they've gotten a 5v4 on ramp this entire half. I mean, they've only got 2 round wins, so to no surprise. Honestly, let's just go to map 2. I don't think ENCE have this. I think they're outclassed.
Why don't you just calm down, buddy?
I can't. Hades is 11-3. Minio 13-5. Kylar 12-3. Unstoppable forces. Actually, no. Let's stay here on map 1 to just see how much of a whooping 9 can lay down. Not falling victim to the Madden hidden behind sandbags play. Pius awaiting the push. Short's compromised. They're already up. Flash is great. Snappy sets him up. Second flash comes out from Diha. That's also helpful.
Oh, yeah.
And so is the spam through the smoke. But with doors open, rotates occur. And Kylar has been such
a nuisance. This is exactly what Vertigo is all about.
Yeah.
Readying the other attack as you get kills. And Diha, he's actually had a round that was great. And some of the only kills here for ENCE that have really made an impact, but not enough things in a round are going right here for ENCE at the moment. And I think like ENCE in 2-3 days or something is a different team, right? But
there's a possibility.
It's a big edge to have. I think it's a big edge to be able to say you played here, you played a stage, you got to play potentially weaker teams, and you're sharp. Like for 9 it's about being informed, not about how good they can be. Because if they're informed, they can beat a lot of teams that are really good. So they weren't informed exactly when they first entered the server, but like after they beat Liquid, I think they're a bit ahead. Nuke, I don't think, you know, this should still go to a third map, but that doesn't mean that 9 are out. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I think, again, I think ENCE have the fact that they have Nuke coming up to look forward to. If they had let an upset go on that map, well, this would probably have still happened on map 2. But they need to stop. They need to stop a fearsome 9 at the moment. And they don't have experience versus this team. Did they use all their timeouts?
This is the last one.
Oh, they're using them all on CT side.
Competitors in Cologne. If you face this Polish powerhouse, don't meet them 50 floors up.
It's a long fall. You know what I mean?
Longer the fall. Never mind.
The harder.
Dia, he'll at least get the one. Dia's been solid, offering up a... Oh, now he's many solids, blown around all over the bomb site.
Chunks.
Nerds will not get a second.
His last bullet.
Yeah. Last shot's all he needs. Kylar trade frags back. 3v3. Snappy been sat around on short side a few times. Hades was watching it, but now takes a more passive angle, and Snappy's able to slide clearing ramp.
He was looking for that re-aggro.
They're doing the same thing in mid with Madden and Sunpius. But that internal timing, they know they'll have to go back to B, but silently 9 have crept all the way up, and now the player's running back through. Madden nearly caught. Will get a little damage in, but Goofy connects to the head. Sunpius has to just sprint in from middle. They're already so deep in this bomb site with utility to pressure on top of it. Good headshot through that. Makes this seem somewhat doable, but they just walked up perfectly using those B stairs.
Okay, they got him.
Sunpius is going to keep this one rolling forward. Smoke will eventually fade.
But do they know they're both here now? I think they might. Oh, that's a huge smoke.
No kits on the players. Kylar, with the most amount of health, is just playing alongside it. Sunpius looking for him, goes over the top. Nice trade back from Snappy. Hades is low, but Hades ain't missing.
Yeah.
And 9 wastes no time. 12-2.
Dude,
13 on the horizon.
They held smokes for so long in that round, too. In the 3v3, 2 smokes, a molly. They are gaming. And I guess the other variable in this is, like, you played with Snappy for so long, right? So Snappy can game plan versus Minio, but Hades gets the game plan versus ENCE, like his former team. That's also just, it's not something that's talked about a lot, but you know, knowing how your former IGL thinks, learning CS from your former IGL in general, like, that's a pretty big edge as well. And I can only assume that Hades had a lot to say about how to beat ENCE.
Man, 3 maybe, ENCE if you're lucky. If you can just finish off this, Snappy's going to try his absolute damnedest. He racks up 2 more. Oh my god, they've got a man advantage. They got something to work with. But leave it to 9 to rip it from their hands. Diha swapping weapons. They know he's close. Comes back for it. Drops Kylar. Trade's not immediate, but Goofy more than capable of pulling this off. Dia's found a refuge behind the sandbags. Molly on top of it. Nert's going to have to give up this angle in a second, but he at least takes Goofy down to 47. Still time to be played. Go ahead, my friend. Have fun.
There's not many options if you walk away, but all right. Better than fighting into middle, I guess. Goofy's got 2 pieces of utility that are great, but he doesn't have time to clear things out towards the A site, so. If he mollies out Nerds, I mean, it would make sense based on the map we're seeing.
Okay. Nerds will peek it. Okay. Listen, folks, if you're an ENCE fan, this is not over. But this first map is close to being done.
And to reference that Hades interview, you know, one more notch here for 9 to prove that they are the top team at the moment. And, well, it looks like this pistol may be denied.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Almost certainly going to be denied. Unless Goofy has something to say about it, but 2v4.
We take a 2v5.
Oh, 2v3.
Nertz gets one from downtown.
Right.
Yeah, obviously, you know, again, Hades is claiming that they all feel like they are the best Vertigo team in the world. Tough to say that when you think about the other Vertigo contenders. You got to take it to the world's number 1 and 2. Goofy, he's going to get there. Hold on. He's going to chase down the last. That would have been the ace from Goofy. Not that I think he would have won the round. Bomb
But you
was
know
ticking
what?
quick.
Let's see what he buys with the money.
Okay.
An M4. He instantly buys an M4 and drops it to Hades.
What a nice guy.
Wow. I guess, oh, because he can't afford armor.
Hades said, "This is my team."
He said, Hades, hey, you should buy yourself an M4. Oh, you can't afford armor? I'll use it. All good.
Hand it over. Those dual Berettas shredding through a few. So single M4 for Hades, made possible by the quadruple dual Berettas.
It's the kind of game where this round is won, right?
It feels like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. So we'll see kind of firepower they're bringing right now. How bad is it at the moment? I think for ENCE's benefit, it should be like if they can actually put together some kind of comeback. It's literally so stupid, but I'm thinking of it as just like warm-up rounds, just more rounds played to get some confidence to go into a map that they're unbelievable on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a map that they should be more than happy to still play, even if it's after a whooping. But that M4, oh, it's found 2 already. Now it does hit the ground, but it does set up the pistols with a man advantage.
Uh-oh.
Snappy's not trying to mask this approach whatsoever. Oh! And D-Hug gets drawn in. Minio accidentally kills Snappy in the background, and Nertz falls. 1 M4 and Desert Eagles to get right back into the fast track.
Was it an accident?
I think so. He was shooting at the player in front and
got him both?
Got him through the tarp. He killed the first on purpose, then he was shooting at the second player in front and accidentally got the guy through the tarp.
God damn.
He wanted Nertz, instead he finished Snappy. I think.
All that money made on that pistol round that got Hades this M4, and then Minio with a beautiful shot to kick things off.
Yeah. Lady Luck laughs in the face of ENCE as they are now relegated to upgraded pistols. Oh boy. Again, we're not foolish enough to write off ENCE in the series, but what a statement this is for 9 regarding their status on Vertigo, as there will be an uptick in level of competition from the play-in to the group stage. This is the kind of result that they need to remind everybody what they were in the first half of 2023.
Yeah, and for Minio, again, this is no longer a drop in the bucket. This is about like 2 series in a row, multiple games, being at the top of the board, being a kill leader versus Liquid, into having a great map versus ENCE. Oh, well, something of a counterattack, but only going 1 for 1. Good gun will be picked up here for the T attack. Damn, that worked out to be a pretty solid body block on that smoke.
Offering up another one. MP9 shaving down the players here for ENCE. If this force buy falls flat, 9 are on the brink of a victory. Oh, Kylar, nasty. Just finds the angle and the headshot. That's what happens when you love a map. You know all the inner workings.
Yeah, smokes are just illusions at that point. You know exactly where you need to aim and at what time. Can a blank go down? They smoked it for you, but...
Uh-oh, you better make sure you live.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. All right.
Nobody's going to overchase it, so they will keep the AK.
Deha just saved a Tech 9.
Yeah.
So...
That's how rough it's getting.
Yeah. You know, that Grim Reaper meme going to each door, and this would be ENCE. We're just witnessing history. It's the first. They're going to beat ENCE, and then they're going to go down that list. see them play against Vitality or something like.
Well, their next match would be versus Fnatic.
Fnatic, dude.
That seems
Fnatic
doable.
beat G2 on Vertigo.
Now that would actually be a great test of 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Well. Unfortunately, it's not a one-map pool. Got to win a series, so job's not finished by any means.
Lame. Gonna try to take their sweet time with this. I understand. Extend play. Snappy's roof's on fire. Teammates down behind him. Kai looking for the angle.
It's a cute way to re-aggro. Just gonna phase this.
3 of them though.
Sandbag smoke.
I mean, this triple peek
great.
is so good. Matt is gonna take it back with the Tech 9 headshot. Snappy got one as well. But when they go for that peek, when the 3 of them peek like that, the layers to it.
I mean, I love just low utility as the sandbag smoke is coming up. It's revealing the whole ramp, covering yourself at the top ramp. That's really nice, clean, and easy to do. You can do it at home.
With ingredients you can find under the sink.
Real weapons. In a video game.
There we go. I'm in awe of 9's Vertigo out of the gate. Snappy's Khalil, Nertz Mac 10. Taking a beating on Vertigo in a best of 3.
Team flash.
Minio swings wide with it. Hades setting him up for success. Nertz is not here with the rest of the team, but they have gotten at least one. It's a dink on Hades, but still not enough to kill him. This is a masterclass from 9. Sending ENCE right back into the player break at this rate. A single death away from a 16-4 on Vertigo. Hades said yesterday to HLTV that they believe they can be the world's best on this map.